Hey guys, the Gundam Boy here today, and we've been struggling to figure out some weapons against the Illuminate since they're such a new faction. So, this video today will be focusing on some of my experiences using these weapons, and some of the weapons that pair well together. So, let's get right to the video. Looking at support weapons, Arc Thrower is one of the GOATs in this game mode. I never thought I'd be using it as much as I have, but the Chain Lightning's just too good to use against these crowds. And with the ability for it to stun heavier enemies, like the Harvester, this allows you to lock it into place while your teammates get away to knock it down completely. And you can try knocking it down using just the Bug Zapper, but I'm gonna be real with you, the amount of time it takes to actually kill him with every full charge shot, you might as well just get like a rocket launcher or do something else. Stun Watchers and stun the elevated ones to open them up to bigger attacks, or just follow up another zap to kill them. And while you're tasing the enemies in their nuts, Guard Dog would be a great support backpack to help kill off some of the extra enemies. Another good weapon against the Illuminate would be a Stalwart, as this thing is good at mowing down the hordes of zombies they just throw at you, the endless waves. Great for making ship shields and harvester shields so that you can get a follow-up attack. Guard Dog is also a great thing to use against the Illuminate, as it will watch your back and even deal with some of the Overseers. As this thing's a headshot monster, it will just mow these guys down left and right. And if you guys like to focus on a lot of enemies and targets at the same time, this is a good pairing between the Stalwart and the Guard Dog, as you guys will become a mowing team. Do note that you will lack the ability to take down some of the heavier units with this loadout, as it is primarily a crowd control. So you could try use things like Machine Gun to try and balance that out, or swap to something heavier like the HMG. And for our anti-tank role, or our anti-harvester, because they haven't added any more heavy units, the recoilless rifle is the go-to weapon to kill them. But you've got to be careful, because the hordes of zombies can kind of corner you, so you need to find somewhere safe to reload. And I did a couple of tests on the harvesters, because I've noticed sometimes they die, but it seems like the sweet spot seems to be around their face, but not on some of the hard points. So try to aim for that like mid-section of them. You can also aim for the parts where the leg connects to the joints to get an instant kill. You shoot the bottom of their ships, it will fall out of the sky pretty nicely. And for the alternate version of this, you can use a spear if you're big and lazy. So, biggest important thing though is to make sure you're running a primary that can keep up with the enemy hordes, because now you have a support weapon that you're probably not going to use for too much of the match. Making a comeback, we have the Exo Patriot mech, as this guy is great and it's an all-around type. You could use this thing to mow down crowds, or you can use it to focus heavies, or go around and go building hunting. Really, the sky's the limit with this build, as it's just a mech. And we don't have the rest of the enemies that they plan on adding in just yet, but the mech will definitely show that it can do some damage. Everyone's favorite Emancipator mech can also do the same thing as the Exo Patriot, but at the cost of running its ammo quicker. But its heavier weapons mean it has an easier time taking down enemies like harvesters. I'd recommend against the Illuminate that you bring some kind of sentry turret, as there's so much enemies that swarm you sometimes that your support weapons and your primary weapons just don't cut it. Regarding support weapons, I'm still kind of in an uncomfortable area. AMR can one-shot these dudes to the head, but Quasar Cannon can't even scratch these guys. Now, how does that make any sense? I blew up a goddamn base turret with this thing. Landing on them works, though. Might as well use that instead. AMR is pretty good at one-shotting Watchers. If you aim for the leg or sometimes hit them in the eye, the Quasar Cannon can one-shot them. If you have the anti-tank emplacement, it's the GOAT at defending against the defense missions now, because this thing is just a free artillery spam. This is just a short video covering some of the weapons I've been using. The first loadout's something I feel really comfortable with, using the Stalwart, the Crossbow, and the Guard Dog, but the only thing is that it lacks anti-tank killing capabilities, so when it comes to those harvesters, you might need a stratagem or two, or have a teammate that can reliably take them down. Arc Thrower is also a great crowd control one, because, man, that Chain Lightning, I think you'd only really need the Arc Thrower. But that's the end of my video. Hope you guys have a good one, and let me know what you guys are using against the Illuminate, because, oh boy, I have no idea what to use.